12 Sustainable Development Objectives of the United Nations, Japan and Colombia from a human rights perspective.
The concepts. Sustainable Development Goals are the universal call to action to end poverty, protect the planet, and ensure that all people enjoy peace and prosperity. Human rights. Every individual has legitimate claims upon his or her society for defined freedoms and benefits. The Universal Declaration of Human Rights include the right to live, the right to security, the right of freedom, the right to be recognized elsewhere. Human development is about expanding the richness of human life rather than simply richness of the economy in which human beings live. It is an approach that is focused on creating fair opportunities and choices for all people. Sustainable consumption and production is about promoting resource and energy efficiency, sustainable infrastructure, and improving access to basic green and decent jobs and a better quality of life for all.
The 12 Sustainable Development Objectives of the United Nations. This objective refers to ensure sustainable consumption and production patterns to promote resources, energy efficient, and provide decent jobs to everybody. Also, to assure the future generations in terms to have an ideal space to live and improve the capability of the earth. Furthermore, to achieve sustainable development and the economic growth of countries, it is necessary to reduce our ecological footprint by changing the way to produce and to consume goods. This sustainable development objective is divided into aspects. The first one is about targets and the second one is about indicators. The first one refers to programs on sustainable consumption and production in all countries that taking action to reduce this worldwide problem. Moreover, the management and efficient use of natural resources. Finally, developing countries to strengthen their scientific and technological capacity need to move towards more sustainable patterns of consumption and production. The second one refers to the number of countries with strong policies to maintain a stable atmosphere through environmental policies. Between these policies and measures are found Global Index, domestic material consumption, and chemicals. Moreover, that indicators and measures having into account recycling rate, number of countries that publish sustainable reports, and number of countries that implement it.
Colombia has implemented the National Policy of Sustainable Production and Consumption in response to the commitments assumed by the country with the United Nations. This policy is focused on changing the sustainable production and consumption processes of Colombian society in order to reduce pollution, preserve natural resources, and protect the environment. The policy has identified some strategic sectors such as manufacturing sector, agro-industrial sector, and ecological food sector, among others. Some of the measures taken by Colombia government inside this policy include some of the following strategies. First, strengthening environmental regulations. Second, green business entrepreneurships. Third, self-management and self-regulation culture. And fourth, strengthening research and development.
On the other hand, Japan has what they call the Sound Materials Equal Society. This is the articulation of all the policies that this country has created in terms of sustainable production and consumption since 1970. It aims to implement a system where society uses natural resources in a responsible way through the reduction of mass production, mass consumption, and mass waste produced in society. This program is not only for big enterprises, but it also includes every citizen of Japan. Among the measures measures taken by this government. There are the reduction of taxes of those companies that implement eco-friendly systems. It also set numerical targets in terms of recycling rate and final waste disposal amount, and promote the saving and support of more eco-friendly energy systems.
Now we are going to contrast the measures taken by Colombia and Japan through a development and human rights perspective. Japan started the implementation of sustainable practices due to the growth of this economy since 1917, and these practices looks to include every person in the consumption chain. In contrast, Colombia decided to implement environmental measures since 1997 with clean production policy, which was oriented through enterprises. Then, through the time, Colombia was incorporating new measures in response to the commitments that the country assumed with the United Nations, and also in order to achieve the 12 Sustainable Development Goals. In addition, both countries have a legal framework to regulate sustainable consumption and production. However, in the Japanese case, the program includes a full legal framework to manage waste and pollution inside of the country, in order to reduce it and increase the recyclable rate, managing a strong policy to process all plastic products in recycling activities.
On the other hand, Colombia focused the majority of its environmental policies in the enterprises. Colombian policies are mainly centered in the industries with the aim to create value that give them a high responsible management and competitiveness corporate development. This kind of partial-looking actions compromise the development of the country due to its lack of inclusion of the vast majority of the population in the program. Another point is that both countries identify as important aspect the protection of natural capital in order to ensure the right of future generations to access to natural resources, which is a measure oriented to achieve sustainable development that involves different human rights like the access of water and food, where the state must ensure the safety of their human use.